what is it really, why you need it, how to make it. Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl and the author of the international best-selling book Man's Search for Meaning said that hopelessness destroys our health. First mental, then physical. So when all seems like doom and gloom, when the future looks grim, what we need most is hope. But it isn't free, it's earned. I spoke with some friends recently and they mentioned not wanting to bring a child into this world because of how bad things are. They sound almost hopeless about the future. Hey, I get it. There was a time when I felt the exact same way. For many years, I focused on whatever caught and held my attention the most. The news. That's what the news is supposed to do. The problem is, the news is 95% negative. Every moment I spent focused on the news made me fearful, angry, helpless, and hopeless. Viktor Frankl was a survivor of one of the worst atrocities of human history, and as he observed, hopelessness doesn't just degrade mental health, but also physical health. As he said, those who know how close the connection is between the state of mind of a man, his courage and hope or lack of them, and the state of immunity of his body will understand that the sudden loss of hope and courage can have a deadly effect. Yet people continue to underestimate how a 24/7 news cycle impacts their mental health. When I realized what was happening to me, I made a conscious decision to limit news time to 10 minutes a day. I consider myself informed enough about current events, I just don't dwell on them anymore. Seriously, try it out, because I gotta say, I don't miss it. I soon realized the key distinction between those who are hopeful and those who feel hopeless. Those who are hopeful have something positive to look forward to in their lives. This is what I call a positive vision. When I stopped getting caught up in the news cycle, I got a bunch of free time back. That time was spent on newfound interests that contributed to a positive vision of future me. I found hope. Even Viktor Frankl saw the benefits of a positive vision. In his book, he noted how positive visions helped prisoners in concentration camps survive. As he said, any attempt at fighting the camp's psychopathological influence on the prisoner had to aim at giving him inner strength by pointing out to him a future goal to which he could look forward. It is a peculiarity of man that he can only live by looking to the future, and this is his salvation in the most difficult moments of his existence. Viktor Frankl's observations apply today too. Let me give you an example from my own career. Imagine your dream job. Now imagine that one day you're let go from that job. That happened to me. I once worked for a company of my fondest dreams. My teammates were supportive and elevated me. My work was challenging but not too challenging. The pace of work was just my speed. I had a hands-off manager who trusted in me. Their office building only had one restaurant downstairs, but the food was so good. It was surrounded by nature, and my commute was short. It was perfect. I loved everything about it. Then my contract ended, and it wasn't renewed. In an instant, the dream was over. I reached out to my former managers and colleagues to see if I could return somehow. I was told it would be hard. A few months later, I found out several former colleagues were laid off. A few months after that, the company was acquired. At that moment, I felt like all hope was lost. Not only did I have to leave my dream job, but even if I returned today, it probably wouldn't be the same. What I had fit me so perfectly, I knew I may not find another in my lifetime. It was over. But then I remembered my mentor. While I worked my dream job, I also had the best mentor I ever had. He left the company before I did, and on his last day, I thanked him for all his help. I said, "Man, we couldn't have succeeded without all your amazing ideas." And he said, "They're your ideas. I just took them as far as I could go." I was like, "Really?" But he was right. I didn't have enough faith in myself, but he showed me my potential. It was this brief interaction that made me realize I don't need to go back to my dream company. I can make my own. I have a positive vision. I envision a future in which I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. A dream no one can take away from me. I just need to take it as far as I can go. This is hope. I feel more energized, lively, and engaged than I've ever been. I don't feel doom, gloom, or misery because I have hope for a better future. In the words of philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, he who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. So if you're done, tired of being gaslit by a 24/7 news cycle of negativity, leave it behind. Understand that you have the power to affect positive change in your life. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Find your why to live for. You'll live a happier life, make a positive difference, and nothing will stop you. Let me know down in the comments how you find hope. The world needs more of it, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.